another episode. Okay, welcome everyone to another episode of nihongo tabeteru, the video series where we try to learn Japanese from zero without any basis in the language, not even the smallest one. Can I say that? I have no idea. Okay, so this is episode 11, I believe. And today we are gonna talk about adjectives. And what are adjectives? Adjectives are very important. Are such an important part of a language. Basically, adjectives help us to describe, to give like more descriptive. I need to practice my English. Really. To give more descriptions to what we are wanting to say, basically. So I don't know. In English, we could say something like, yesterday I ate a small cake in my on my red table. So we have two adjectives here. Small cake, small is an adjective, and red table, red is another. It's a color, an adjective. I have no idea. Well, so like always, we are gonna start this lesson by looking at the hiragana characters for today.
は、
Ha,
は、は、ひ、
he.
ひ、
Jesus lady, put some water cooling to your PC.
ひ、
He.
ふ、
Ha he hu.
ふ、
Ha he hu.
ふ、へ、
He. Ha he hu he.
へ、へ、ほ、
Ho.
ほ、ほ、
Ha he hu he ho. And that's it. Okay, so okay. In Japanese there are three types of adjectives. E adjectives, na adjectives, and something we're gonna call no adjectives. They are called no adjectives because they use the particle no. You know, the particle we learned some lessons before. Some lessons before. I need to practice English, really. Some lessons in on previous lessons. The particle no, basically where when we say like dare no desu ka, whose is it, something like that. So that's the particle no. And to begin with, we're gonna start by learning about the e adjectives. Basically they are called e adjectives because typically, I think always, yes, always, I'm not sure if they always, but they are supposed to end in the in e. For example,
赤い、
akai.
赤い、赤い、
So akai, the last hiragana character is supposed to be e, right? I'm not sure if that's a 100% of the cases, but I would say so. So yeah. 黄色い
黄色い、黄色い、黄色い、
So akai is red, the color red, and kiroi is yellow. Then we have
青い、
aoi,
青い、
aoi,
青い、
basically blue. And that's it. So how e adjectives work? Well, e adjectives are the most easy to use. Basically, what we have to do, let's say, we have two words. A is an adjective. I'm gonna put adj. adj. And then we have B, which is a noun. Okay. So basically the grammar for equation is just A plus B. Where A could be, I don't know, akai, red, and B could be, I don't know, kuruma, car, red car, akai kuruma, right? Let me see. Akai kuruma. There you go, the hiragana for you. So that's it. We have a noun, and basically what we had to do is to put an adjective before the noun, and that's it. Adjectives are that simple to use. They just modify nouns by being placed before them. So that's it, basically. Very easy. I have some examples here.
赤いりんご、
赤いりんご。
赤いりんご、赤いりんご、
Basically, red apple. Ringo, it's apple. I think we already have seen this word before. So yeah.
黄色い枕、
黄色い枕。黄色い枕。
黄色い枕、
黄色い枕。
青い空、
青い空。
青い空、
That's it. 青い空。黄色い枕。It's makura, it's pillow. So, and 黄色い is yellow. Then what's the result? Jello pillow? That's a strange word in English. Jello pillow? Can I say that?
青い空、
I'm not sure. Let me see. Almohada amarilla. Yeah, I can say yellow pillow. Yeah, I can say that. So yeah, that's it. So aoi sora, it's blue sky. Aoi, blue, sora, sky, blue sky, and that's it. Another example. We could also say, like, for example, let's say we have muzukashi, which is muzukashi, difficult, and then we have sugaku, no, gengo. Gengo. So we have Gengo. And then And then we have nihongo. Japanese. So how we can, let me see if I, okay, I think this is a full screen mode. Like I hope the recording is working because I have never used this before. But it is supposed to be more convenient because it removes all the distractions from the screen. So I hope it is, better to. I hope it is better this way. I would say let me know, and I would say let me know in the comments if you like this full screen mode. But nobody watched me, so I have no one. I have nobody to ask. So how we would combine all this vocabulary to make a sentence, basically, easy. We want to say Japanese is a difficult language. How we would say this? So difficult language, Japanese, nihongo. Which particle we have to use to define something when we are using adjectives? The particle ga. And how we can combine gengo, language, and muzukashi, difficult, easy. We take muzukashi and throw it right before gengo. Jesus, my English. Gengo, this. And that's it. Nihongo ga muzukashi gengo desu. Gengo. And that's it. Pretty easy, right? It's just a matter of placing the adjective before the noun, and that's how we accomplish it. Okay, let's keep continuing. There's this is a good example. Let's take a look at it.
ウォルターさん、ホンジュラスは暑いところですか？
ウルターさん、ホンジュラスは暑いところですか？
ウォルターさん、ホンジュラスは暑いところですか？ウォルターさん、ホンジュラスは暑いところですか？
So atsui, now it's good because the article is in Spanish, so you cannot see you have no an English translation, so it's a good method to, I don't know, like a test or some kind of quiz. I don't know how to say that. So atsui is hot, like for temperature, something like that. Yes. So if we say Uruta-san, Honduras wa, speaking about Honduras is the country I live. If in case I haven't mentioned it, in case you didn't know, Honduras wa, about Honduras, speaking of Honduras, Hatsui tokoro desu ka? Is it a hot place? Is Honduras a hot place? Tokoro is a place, like a country, something like that. So in this case, it's Atsui Tokoro, hot place. Okay, so we would answer this question like this.
ホンジュラスは暑いところです。
はい。ホンジュラスは暑いところです。
ホンジュラスは暑いところです。
Now I know that we said that we must use the ga particle to define nouns. You know, to use an adjective with a noun, like to define a noun with an adjective, we should use the particle ga, but it's not like 100%,
はい。
okay?
ホンジュラスは暑いところです。
Sometimes we will see like this. Honduras wa atsui tokoro desu. Or maybe not, maybe I made a mistake, so don't take my rules like something 100% unbreakable. So it's better to, to look on the internet. Let's continue. My English is starting to struggle. So that's it. Honduras wa atsui tokoro desu. Yes, Honduras is a hot place. And that's it. Now, there's another example, but combining some of the grammar we have already learned until this point. So let's take a
ウォ
look
ルター
at it.
さん、あかりさんの車は黒い車ですか？
Walter-san, あかりさんの車は黒い車ですか? So let's take a look at this sentence. あかりさんの車は What is あかりさんの車? あかりさんの is like a possession of あかりさん. Like あかりさんの. Remember, the particle no is used to like demonstrate. I don't know how to say that. It's used to let know someone is possessing something. So Akari-san no kuruma would be the car of Akari. What
ウォ
about
ル
it?
ターさん、あかりさんの車は黒い車ですか？
Kuroi kuruma. What is kuroi? Kuro is black. So kuruma car. What if we combine them? Kuroi kuruma, black car.
ウ
So
ォルターさん、あかりさんの車は黒い車ですか？
Walter-san, Walter, Akari-san no kuruma wa the car of Akari. Akari's cars, is it black? Is Akari's car black?
ウォルターさん、あかりさんの車は黒い車ですか？ いいえ、それはかすみさんのです。赤い車が
いいえ。
あかりさんの車です。
Okay, I didn't know this sentence was actually longer.
いいえ、それはかすみさんのです。
いいえ、それは that, speaking about that, about what? About what? The car of Akaris, remember? Akaris car. それはかすみさんのです。No, that's Kasumi's. That is the car of that's Kasumi's car.
赤い車があかりさんの車です。
赤い車があかりさんの車です。赤いが remember? In this case, the particle ga is used to denotate. Let me see. Denotar. To demonstrate, to show, I don't know. The particle guy is used to switch between topics. I guess we can call it, to emphasize that that is not the car of Akari. So we're gonna talk about the red car, Akai Kuruma, right? Akai red. So yeah, the red car is actually the Akari's car.
いいえ、それはかすみさんのです。
No, that's Akari's car. Which car? The black car.
赤い車があかりさんの車です。
So this would be no. that's Kasumi's car. The red car is of Akari's. Is the Akari's car. Oh, this is the English. I hate English. Jesus. Okay, let's continue. The red car is Akari's cars. Now this sentence was a little bit like exaggerated, and in real life we probably won't see it, won't hear it like that. So as an as a extra bonus, here is how we probably would hear this sentence in real life.
ウォルターさん、あかりさんの車は黒いですか？
あかりさんの車は黒いですか? Yes, we can actually use adjectives with ですか.
ウォルターさん、あかりさんの車は黒いですか？
So is Akari's car black? Walter, is Akari's car black? Is Akari's car black?
いいえ、
No.
それはかすみさんのです。
That's Kasumi's.
赤い車があかりさんのです。
The red car is Akari's car. Kind of similar translation, but in Japanese it changes. We use only that we use the Kasumi-san no desu, Akari-san no desu form. So yeah, that is it. Okay, now it's time for the it's time for the na adjectives. Now adjectives are a little bit more complex to use. So we are gonna use what we are gonna do is just introduce them, like, you know, just to know how they look like. But that's all. We're not gonna like give example sentences. Maybe I think the next lesson is about exclusively. No. Next lesson is probably gonna be some kind of rewind, or maybe like practice what we have learned until this point. So next to that lesson, we will probably learn about the na adjectives. So, but let's take a look at how they look like. So here we have
静かな、
静かな.
静かな、
Oh, the volume is too high. My ears are bleeding.
静かな、
So yes, in case you haven't noticed it, na adjectives are called na adjectives because they use this, let's call it particle. I'm not sure if this is actually particle, but they use na. Okay, shizuka na, na. They are basically that's why they are called na adjectives. And how we use them. Okay, the formula for these kind of adjectives, basically we have A, which could be like Shizuka, and then we have B, Hito, which is person. So can we say Shizuka Hito? Okay, in real life you could probably say Shizuka Hito without na, but that is not the way you use na adjective, at least grammatically speaking. What you have to do is attach the adjective and the noun together by using the na particle. So we have shizuka na hito. Shizuka na hito. That is it, and that's it. That's why they are called na adjectives. Basically, because the na particle is in the middle between the noun and the adjective, and it's kind of like some kind of glue. You can think about them like that. Like you have two adjectives and you tie them together. You stick them together by using the na particle. And that is it. Let's take a look at the article. I have an example here.
あかりさんは静かな人です。あかりさんは静かな人です。あかりさんは
Akari-san wa speaking about
静
Akari.
かな人です。
Shizuka na hito desu. So Shizuka, maybe we can translate Shizuka as quiet, silence, calm. No, calm. I think not. Calm? No, Shizuka. Yeah, quiet. Yeah, quiet is a better translation. So quiet, Shizuka, and hito. Hito is hito, per person. So if what happens if we combine them? If we combine them with the particle na, we get Shizuka na hito, quiet person. And Akari-san wa shizuka na hito desu. Akari, it is a quiet person. Oh, Jesus, I'm struggling. And that's it. That's all about no adjectives. Now it's time to talk about no adjective. Now, no adjectives are actually not a real type of adjective. I guess this is some kind of convention or maybe some kind of trick, like to consider them adjectives, but they are not. Okay, if there's no like in grammar, they are not like no adjectives. If in case you want to know, in Japanese adjectives are called keiyoshi, so there's no keiyoshi. No, this is kind of like it's like a grammar pattern. You can call it like that. You can consider them like that, and that's it. So to begin with, what we're gonna need is two nouns and the particle no. In this case, we're gonna use the noun version of the colors. In Japanese, there is a kind of like a yes, oh god, I have no peculiarity. I have no idea how to say that. That is the colors. You can say colors like using e adjectives with akai, kiroi, aoi, and you can also use the noun version of the colors aka,
赤、赤、赤、
which is red, kiro,
黄色、
kiro,
黄色、黄色、
this is yellow,
青、青、
ao.
青、
Yeah, now you can basically see that the only difference between this and the e versions is we don't have the e in this case. We don't have ao, e, ao, aka, akai, kiro, kiroi, and that's it. So, and then we need another noun, and basically the grammar equation for this one is we have a, which is a noun. Then we have c, which is the particle no, and we have b, which is the particle no, and then we have see, which is another noun. Basically, the grammar equation would be A plus B plus C. For example, let me see. I don't know. A noun, easy noun. Anime no nah. Okay, onna no ko. Onna is kind of like female, and no and ko is a child, or maybe not child, but like a young person. Let's no. How to say this in? Okay, so ko is kind of a girl or boy. So if we say onna no ko, wait a second. If we say onna no ko, we are saying basically it's kind of like female young person. Okay, this doesn't make sense, but that's it. Basically, it's like I say to a girl. I don't like the example. Let's continue reading the article. Yeah, that would be a better idea. Okay, so but it was useful. Is that example? I didn't like it, but it was useful. It's useful to explain how no adjectives work. Oh my
赤のリンゴ、
赤のリンゴ。
赤のリンゴ、
Red apple.
赤のリンゴ。黄色の枕、
黄色の枕。
黄色の枕、黄色の枕、黄色の枕。
Jello pillow.
青の空、青の空、
Blue sky.
青の空。
And that's it. Remember, okay, to summarize, this is kinda similar to the na adjectives. No adjectives are kinda similar to na adjectives in the way that they are also need the particle no to be attached. But in this case, we are using two nouns, like an adjective, two nouns, right? To obtain another noun, right? Yeah, we have like ao no ao and sora, ao no sora. This is blue sky, but blue sky by itself is another noun. So we can use this noun to make more complex sentences. And here's an example of here's an example about it.
日本の車
You、see? Nihon no kuruma. Like, Nihon is Japan. Kuruma, car. So what happened if we combine them? Oh, Japanese car. Nihon no tabemono. Tabemono, it's food. Nihon, Japan, Japanese food. Actually, okay. Japanese food is also called is actually called Nihon ryori, but it's okay to say. I mean, no, it's not okay. But the grammatically speaking is correct. Nihon no tabemono. Well, we could say like another example could be when we are. Let's take a look. Okay, I have an example here. Okay, so like I said before, Nihon and kuruma are two nouns, and when we combine them by using the particle no, we obtain a whole a brand new noun. Okay, Nihon no kuruma by itself is another noun, Japanese car, and the fact that it is a noun allow us to use it in, to build. Let's call them interesting sentences.
すみません。黒の車は誰のですか？
すみません。黒の車。Kuro. What is kuro? Kuro is black. You can see that the difference between kuro and kuroi is the e. So, 黒の車は誰のですか? Excuse me. Whose car is the black car?
すみません。黒の車は誰のですか？
Actually, I don't know how to translate this in English. No. Whose car is the black car? I don't know. Whom? I would say, yeah, whose car is the black car? Basically, it's like saying, to whom the black car belongs to. To whom the black car belongs. To whom the black car belongs to. I need to practice English, really. Okay, so basically, I don't know this car. Whose car is the black car? I would say. Let me see. ¿Quién es el carro negro? Whose is the black car? Okay, yeah, that is it. I need to practice my English.
日本の車ですか？
日本の車ですか? Is it a Japanese car? Whose is the black car?
日本の車ですか？
日本の車ですか? Is it a Japanese car?
はい、三菱の車です。はい、三菱の車です。
So yeah, we have another example here. Mitsubishi, it's a car manufacturer, and kuruma is car. So what if we combine them using the particle no? We have a Mitsubishi car. That is it. Mitsubishi car.
はい、三菱の車です。
Yes, it is a Mitsubishi car.
かすみさんの車です。
かすみさんの車です. It's Kasumi-san's car. And this example exemplifies this conversation simulation exemplifies, I don't know how to say that, all the amount of grammar the possibilities. Okay, we are only using maybe like 3 concepts, like the particle no, dare, desu ka, adjectives, no adjectives, and e-adjectives, and you can see that we can actually build an entire let's call it natural conversation. This conversation is actually quite accurate. This is something that you would hear in real life. Also, excuse me, who is the black car? Is it a Mitsubishi car? Yes. Is it a Japanese car? Yes, it is a Japanese car. Oh, that's Akari's car. That's Kasumi's car. And wow, really, I'm really proud. I'm really proud of you that we are ready to reach this point. I wish I could say this. I wish I could say I could say these sentences when I was starting to study Japanese. This is really, I mean, if we try to watch an anime, entire anime in Japanese, just by this grammar, just by learning this grammar, okay, yes, we won't be able to understand anything. But this is a good level. Believe me, we're getting closer to reach maybe beginner level of Japanese. So that is it. Remember, 3 types of adjectives. We have na and e adjectives, which typically end in e. We have na adjectives, which basically they need the na particle to modify another noun. We put the particle na in the middle. So shizuka na hito, quiet person. And then we have another real type of adjective, but it's kind of like a convention that you can consider them as adjectives, like the no adjectives. They basically need the particle no to be built. So nihon no kuruma, nihon, Japan, kuruma, car, you combine them using the particle no, and what you got is Japanese car. And that is it, guys. Next lesson, maybe we can do some kind of practice lesson. We'll see. That is it. See you. See you all in the next episode. Bye bye.